enough.
Well, you drove out there into the middle of nowhere and had some sort of loud verbal display challenging ET in general out in the middle of nowhere?
That's what I was doing. I actually had a pistol in my hand at the time. I was really ticked off. When I was having this fit, I was waving the gun in the air, okay, and I had this fit. And at this moment, I said, okay.
He was a Louisiana man named Montaldo. Folks around called him Six Gun Joe. Worked with ICAR, don't you know? Investigating UFOs. Out for a drive with a gal one night, they stopped to check out the reporting site. When an alien lit right there on the ground, he commenced to throwing his weight around. Now, old Six Gun didn't take too kindly to that kind of thing, especially without Vaseline or anything like that, you know. Seriously. Well, Six Gun looked that critter right in the eye and said, "Any last wish before you die, yo?" Reached for his gun, quick as a twitch, and said, "Fill your claw, you son of a bitch." Now a legend spread across the land about this pistol-waving man. But if you're from space or from Earth below, you don't give no lip to Six Gun Joe.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of Native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Everybody, and good evening to this, and welcome to the Sunday night edition of Into the Night with me, your host Sean Kelly, and my gracious co-host Miss C.L. Thomas. Said, "Sean, get your ass over here and invite me over and be a co-host on your show." I mean, she was very demanding tonight. Yes, she was. She got me up like at 4:00 in the morning. "Hey, Squatch man, Don Yazzie, good to see you, sir. Michelle, who else we got? Kurt, good to see you." Yeah, she called me up at like 5:00 in the morning, okay? and she said, "You better put me on your show as a co-host." Yes, she did. And CL, Kurt says hello.
Hi, Kurt.
I'm only joking with you. She didn't call me at 5 in the morning. It was 6. But 6 in the morning. Yeah. But no,
you know what time it was at 5 in the morning? My time was like
no, 5 in the morning my time. You were still up, to the wee hours of the morning doing something.
Nah, I was in bed at 9.
But I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans, for giving me the opportunity to talk to you guys here on Sunday night and on Tuesday night, 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. Right after my podcast tonight, we have Don't Whistle at Night with Mr. Don Yazzie, and he's in the chat room tonight. So, everybody knows the deal. When my show is done, go over and check out Don and his group and his podcast. And I'm telling you, man, the dude is smart, man. And what I like about Don's podcast is, yes, they talk about the, different like paranormal stuff and stuff like that. And it's just I've learned a lot by watching a couple of his shows. He was a guest on my show, and I'm telling you, you need to check his show out. My brother says, "Hey, Patrick Kelly, good to see you." Patrick says, "I want everyone to know I have the best brother any family would ask for, even his extended family on his podcast." So thank you. Cindy, much love. Oh, you got some new activity, Squatch. Okay, we're going to have to get you on, dude. And Dawn says, you're welcome, my brother. Definitely. But before I go on, okay, so Friday, I had the PET scan done. And the cancer is growing on my lung. But the good news behind that is that it did not spread to the body. And so it's contained on the lung. So this Tuesday coming up at 10 a.m., I have an appointment with the surgeon who's going to do surgery on me. And so Tuesday night, I will tell you what's going on with me and when the surgery is going to happen and what they did, what's going to happen. So just looking forward to healings and the prayers.
So what time on Friday are you doing this?
10 o'clock a.m. my time, Eastern.
So you know what?
7 a.m. your time.
All of the listeners, we should all at this time just take a minute and send some good energy, healing energy to Sean. So Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Is that Eastern? Pittsburgh's Eastern. Tuesday. I'm sorry. Tuesday. Everyone,
10 a.m.
Let's stop everyone what we're doing. And at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, everyone just envision a healing energy surrounding Sean. And we'll do this for about 10 minutes.
I appreciate that. And it's really sweet, CL, is that a lot of my friends, my family here in the chat room, right? I can actually feel the energy. I can actually feel, the prayers, and it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? But I'm going to be okay, because if not, CL's going to come out to Pittsburgh and kick my ass. This is what she's going to do. Thank you, Scott. And Kurt says, "That's awesome, Patrick, and great to see you." Yeah, so if I don't get better quickly, she's going to come out to Pittsburgh and she's going to kick my butt. You know what I mean? Thank you, Cindy. Thank you very much. That's real sweet of you. That was really sweet. So, Miss CL, what's going on, hon? I hear you're having a little problem with, the paranormal field again. Let's talk about
Well, it's not so much that I'm having problems with it, so to speak. I don't know. Have you all seen the controversy going on with the Conjuring House? I'm sure everyone's seen it.
I have not seen it, but anybody out in the chat room or any of the people out in 160 countries that are watching us, have you ever seen the controversy over the Conjuring House? If you do, okay, so CL's going to talk about it.
I'm just going to talk for a minute about the paranormal field in general and what it has become over the last I'd say 2 years now.
Mhm.
It seems like you have these celebrity figures that everyone follows religiously, and they've become like they're on a pedestal. So whatever they say goes. Everyone follows everything they say, and they've become almost unquestionable, right? So after all these shows got canceled, you saw a series of GoFundMe's go up from all of these celebrities, one after another. There's like GoFundMe's about pet bills. I've seen GoFundMe's about keeping one of these paranormal figures lights on for a while. And I'm not slamming GoFundMe's, but these are from people that's been on television and all that sort of thing. And I just feel like, at what point does this not become exploitation of your fan base? And now we have another public figure that is soliciting for funding so that he can have a down payment to buy the Conjuring house. And listen, I'm not condoning anybody for this, but I just have a little bit of a problem with this because I don't know. I just feel like it's exploitation no matter how you twist it. You're purchasing a house and a business for Jason Hawes so that he can run a business. It's like $1 million, $2 million house that everyone thinks, oh, they're doing the right thing. And you have all these people that are just blindly following this guy, and they'll donate just in hopes that this guy will see their name on the roster. That's why people donate to this stuff, and that's why people go to these
ridiculous
events. Man. You know what I mean? And I hate that the paranormal has become this. It's like a constant array of giving your money to these celebrity figures. It's not even about the paranormal anymore.
It's like totally ridiculous. But Kurt says, I heard it's not for sale or something now. That was the one they were going to do an auction for on Halloween, he thinks. Sorry, I think that might be right. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. But you have Jason Hawes, he has a GoFundMe. Go look on his page. There's a GoFundMe so that he can raise enough money to go bid on the house.
This is insane. Sally, good to see you. Yeah, it's a big wow. It's a really, really big wow. I
just have a problem with that.
I do too. I do too. I mean, back when I started in 2006, right, the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society, we never did a GoFundMe. All the monies came out of everybody's pockets. We didn't think about trying to get sponsors or get promotions back then. And I mean, the equipment back there is obsolete now, and the people to go out and you know what, CL, we're going to do a GoFundMe, me and you, okay? So we could take a trip over to Transylvania and spend the night in Dracula's castle. There you go. Why not? I mean,
even in my worst times when I lost property and everything else from a tornado, I've never asked for anything from anybody. Not once.
No, me neither. I just asked them to come and watch our shows. That's all. You know what I mean? Kurt says, and I agree also, a big load of bullshit. Yeah. Sally says, I stopped watching a certain podcast because dude admitted he started it for a source of income, and he's constantly asking for donations.
Yeah.
It's not right.
I'm telling
Sally's like in the same ballpark as you.
There's at least 10 different celebrities that are out there constantly soliciting for money. Constantly. Like, you can't even watch their YouTube channel anymore without constant begging for, I'm just going to call it out, it's constant begging for money. Right. It's gotten kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, now, if you get lucky, well, I'm kind of lucky here. I do believe that Carnation still sponsors my show on Tuesday night. and that's through UPRN. But if you get a sponsor, you know what I mean. Every now and then, I'll put out there, and I'll, if I say, okay, if you have a business or something and you want to be a sponsor on my show, you're more than welcome. And I maybe had one or two, and that was it. You know what I mean? Not a lot of money. And the reason why I did it was that I could put the shows on for a month. You know what I mean? Because they get advertisement and everything. Sally says, I stopped watching. Oh, okay. Dawn says, doing a GoFundMe so that you can see me with running nose, boogers, in a haunted res forest. A Blair Witch. Yeah. Why not, Dawn? I want to go to take CL and go to Dracula's castle and spend a night in a coffin in his thing.
Spend a night in a coffin.
Jeez. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? That
There's
would be crazy. What do you think? What do you think, guys, ladies and gents out there? Spending a night in a coffin at Dracula's castle. I would
No,
like
I've been to
hear.
Dracula's castle, but I didn't spend the night in a coffin.
Oh, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Kurt says, that irks me to the core. I like people that do it for truth and to keep people to get normal job to make money and not setting some of us who enjoy the field back in their progress. True. Yes, Dawn, you can go, buddy. You got to bring. Hey, Mark Eddie, good to see you. Thank you for popping in, dude. Dawn, of course you can go, man. You know, maybe we can get 5 or 6 people and like rob a bank or, sell our houses just so we can get over to Transylvania, and live in Dracula's castle for one night. That would be great.
Transylvania is really cheap to visit. Your plane ticket's going to be pretty expensive, but everything
Diane
else.
Hunt says hello to you, hon. He'll sell a kidney. He'll sell a kidney. Okay. This is funny. I'll sell a lung.
There is a thing where you can donate blood. Well, you won't be able to for a while, Sean, but other people can.
Yeah, definitely.
Or plasma. Plasma.
Plasma, whatever. Just, but it's, it's like low on my bucket list to get over there. You know what I mean? It's the lowest thing on my bucket list. But I will tell you this, CL. When I was in the Navy, in order to get to the Mediterranean from the Atlantic, you had to go through the Straits of Gibraltar. Okay. And I want to say Morocco's on one side, and I want to say another old country is on the other side. And these clouds were so low sitting over the mountains, man, I swear. And I'm being honest with you, when I saw that picture or that thing with the clouds that low, I was waiting for Dracula to come out off the mountain. You know what I mean? It was such the prettiest sight that you could ever imagine. And real quick, on that same route that we took, when we went through the Straits, we hit the Mediterranean, okay? And there was a school of whales in front of us. Baby whales with their mama whales. Oh, it was great, man. It was a sight.
That's pretty cool.
Johnny McCall, good to see you. It was cool. Cindy Mitch, okay, we'll donate blood to Dracula. We can do that, yes. Kurt says, look at all these great minds. Hell, we have to be almost halfway there by now. Great marketing team. Well, thank you, Kurt. I mean, CL is a good marketer, and whatever she tells me to say, I say, because if not, she's going to break out the bullwhip and start smacking me. Oh yeah, don't listen to her. But you never answered my question, CL. How would you feel to sleep? How would you want to sleep? How would you think about sleeping in a coffin at Dracula's castle?
Listen, I'm going to spend, I don't even think when I'm dead I'm going into a coffin.
No?
I'm going to be cremated, yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
where do you want to spread your ashes at?
there is this place that about 2 hours outside of New Orleans that has the biggest trees I've ever seen in my life. They're live oak trees. So I want a
Okay.
little bit to go there, and then the rest of it I want to be spread out around. There's a big mountain in the middle of Death Valley up there.
Mhm. You don't want none over in Southside?
No, I haven't been there forever.
Well, you know what? You're a Pittsburgh girl, so you have to like get some. You have to get some out here. You know what I mean? In fact, you know what I mean? But Joni, it's okay to be late. Sally says, I like snug spaces. I could do it. There you go, Sal. Sally could do it. I think I could do it. We might have to get a double extra large or a triple extra large coffin for me. Cindy says, my husband and I are being cremated also. I'm going under 6 foot. I'm going
Are
under.
you?
Yeah.
You gonna have like a epitaph?
What's that?
The tombstone.
Oh yeah. And you know what I have written on it? I will be back. See, I'm putting it on the tombstone. I will be back.
Now, are you
March
one of those that believe that your spirit will come back?
Oh yeah,
And
I know it
like-
will.
Like another
I
routine?
know for me that when I die, my spirit is not going to leave. It's just going to stay. You know what I mean? Oh,
Right.
CL doesn't want her ashes sprinkled on his garden. No, Mark. Oh no. It has to go down the south side in the Monongahela River. That's where they've got to go. Yeah, fish food. Just
I
joking, sunshine.
figured once I'm done, I'm done. You know, I'm moving on.
Yeah, I can't. I can't because I don't think I'm not allowed to, and that's according to spirit. You know what I mean? Diane Hunt says you've never late. You got here when you're supposed to be. Oh, she's talking. Sherry, good to see you. Guess what I saw on TV today, Sherry? I don't have to tell you. You know what I saw. This sucker was huge. But I don't know. I would sleep in the coffin. I don't mind being buried 6 feet under, you know, because my spirit is going to hang around the tombstone, you know what I mean, until I get my bearings straight. And then I don't know where I'm going to go. But I like what I'm going to write on my tombstone. Like, I'll be back. That's funny.
You
So
know,
let's
I
talk
go
about
to a lot
how.
of cemeteries. Oh, we're going to talk about Halloween.
Yeah, go. Continue to, please.
I've been to a lot of cemeteries, and I've never seen someone say they'll be back. That'll be a first.
That'll be a first. You know, I'll take a picture of it before I die. Okay. And send it to you. Yes, a moose. Yes, he did too. Good. Sure, he saw a moose. That's the moose is like when we talk about the moose, it's an inside joke with us. You know, she's supposed to send me a picture of a moose. Okay. With like around Christmas, with like Christmas lights on top of the antlers and stuff like that. Yeah. Sherry says, no way, bugs eating me. I feel like I was buried alive in a past life, so burn me this time. Okay. I don't know if I'd, no. Why we're burn? No. I know. We'll douse you with water. And then.
Well, you know,
we'll
Sean,
think
once you separate from your body, you're not going to be, that's not you anymore anyhow.
that is true. That is true. I don't know. Maybe because I care about a lot of people that I wouldn't want to see something nasty happen to them. You know what I mean? And anyway, well, think about it, right? What if there is a zombie apocalypse? Okay. You know, maybe there. Could you see me coming back? Oh, okay. Diane says the body is just a vessel. True. And Sherry says that's right, CL. But,
Yeah, we're just here to have experiences and then.
oh, I know. This is our show. this is our shell. You know what I mean? I die, this shell dies, and I'll move on, and I'll come back, and I'll have fun, go places where I couldn't go before. But you know what, sunshine? It is 8:35, so I'm going to take a little 2-minute break here, everybody, and play some podcast music, and I will see you in a couple minutes. So go out, have a cigarette, go to the bathroom, do what you want to do. Share this. Yes, that's true, Diane. We're here to learn. So if anybody could share this out, I'd appreciate to share the show out for tonight. And see you in about 2 minutes. So who can we play now? You know what? I like this one. I like this one right here.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control.
Are you ready to explore the unknown? Dive into the world of the strange, mysterious, and unexplained with Eerie Expeditions magazine. Each issue is packed with spine-tingling tales, cutting-edge paranormal investigations, and exclusive insights into hauntings, cryptids, UFOs, and more. Whether you're a seasoned investigator or just love a good ghost story, Eerie Expeditions magazine has something for you. Join our growing community of truth seekers and adventure lovers. Subscribe today at EerieExpeditionsMagazine.com and unlock the secrets of the supernatural. Are you ready? That's EerieExpeditionsMagazine.com, where the extraordinary is just a click away.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of the show, Into the Night, with me, your host, Sean Kelly, and with my wonderful co-host, Miss C.L. Thomas, who threatened me, saying, "Hey, Sean, get on here. I want to be on your show tonight." So, whatever CL wants, CL gets. You know what I mean? Oh, come on and smile. You were smiling at the beginning. But no, I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans, for giving me the opportunity to spend an hour on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights with you from 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. Don't forget, right after my show, Mr. Don Yazzie, Don't Whistle at Night, his podcast is coming on. So after my show, please go out and give him some love. and listen to a show. He's very smart, very intelligent. And then on Tuesday nights, right after my show at 9:15, right, Sia?
Right.
Okay. So at 9:15 on Tuesday nights Eastern, CL will have her podcast, the Gateway Podcast. So everybody go over there. Hey, Heidi, good to see you. And go visit her after my show on Tuesday nights. And that ad that you saw in there was the Erie Expedition, and Miss CL here is the one who actually started it. And I was thinking during the commercial, I do want to ask you, how's that magazine going?
So it's going good. I still have a couple copies left of this current edition. I did nix the subscription portion for now, just until I can get it on a regular basis. But I'm still toying with, things like pricing and shipping and all that sort of thing. But you can buy a single copy. The magazine does not expire, so you can buy a copy of it from 4 months ago, the Transylvania copy, and it's still relevant. They don't ever expire because there's no age on them. So that's a good thing. They're like collectible items.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course you got to.
Yeah.
I got them saved. I got them saved. And you know what? All the ones that I got saved, I do read them. I go over them for some, material, just in case I'm going to bring something up. So how can people get that magazine?
So you can purchase it. You can order it at erieexpeditionsmagazine.com. You can get a subscription, which works as you can get the PDF version or you can get a flipbook version electronically. You can also, I think the subscription for the online is still available. I think that one's $25 and you get access to the entire library. So you can put it on your Kindle or wherever you read books from. The hard copy version is a little different. Those do run out, so it's until supplies last. So the latest one that just came out, I think I have about 10 copies still sitting here. But yeah, that's how that works. The next one's going to come out in November, and it's a bi-monthly magazine.
About Thanksgiving and eating turkey and stuff like that, like recipes for yam pie or whatever, like how to make a stuffing. Hey Kevin, good to see you.
It's funny you mentioned that. I've been following. I have a couple friends that are actors for the Colonial War, and so we've really gotten into this this old world cooking, like colonial style cooking, like open fire, and we're actually going to cook Thanksgiving over that way, over an open fire this year.
That is sweet. Hey, Miss Loki, there's Loki. Hey, Loki. Oh yeah, you heard his name. How you doing, Loki? Good to see you, buddy. But so what I do, as you know, every Sunday night, during October, I've been talking about Halloween, and I remember I did a show one time and you expressed about the kids of today not really enjoying Halloween. And I thought it would be interesting if you would like to share that on my show.
I would. I forget what the comment was in relation to, but I kind of feel like when I was a kid, I'm an 80s kid. I'm one of those kids that had the plastic mask with the vinyl, with the vinyl things that you would throw over yourself. And I don't know, I would go out with my cousins who were all much older than me, and we would spend hours at nighttime by ourselves, and probably shouldn't have, back then, but we did. My oldest cousin at the time was 12. I was about 6 or 7, just to kind of give you an idea of the age group. And there was about 5 of us and we would just go out all night until the doors closed. And they wouldn't close until like 10, 11 o'clock at night. We would run all over Monroeville trick-or-treating. That's where we would go because that's where they lived. I think it was called Park.
Okay. Yeah.
Plumboro, maybe.
Plumboro, yeah. I do.
So we would go trick-or-treating. We would have our what do you call it? Our pillowcases, because we would get so much candy that it would break the bags and stuff. But we went out. We had a blast. We would go out on our own. We would run from house to house. We had a great time, and I just feel like kids these days are really missing out because they don't go trick-or-treating. They don't get the same candy. You know, everybody gets the same candy these days, this little bite-sized version of whatever it is that Hershey has out for the year. We used to get a wide variety of different stuff.
Remember the Clark bars and the Zagnets?
Yes. We would get like, sometimes we get the little cigarettes, the fake cigarettes that you would blow smoke through and everything. I don't know. It's just so different. And kids are doing the trick or treating now. They don't even go trick or treating anymore.
They go trunk or treating. It's okay to be late, Annie, especially to my show. It's okay. I'm glad you're here. Miss Annie Waters.
I actually met Annie. I met Annie over the week. I was working and we met for dinner.
Sweet. Heidi says that she loved the candy ciggies. They were okay, you know, but after a while, I don't know. I liked them for a little bit, but after a while, I gave them to somebody else. Scott Mitchell Tooley says those were the days. Kids don't know what they missed. Candy cigarettes were the best.
And I remember going to a lot of Halloween is actually, they don't celebrate it in schools anymore either. Because it goes against some people's religion. And I can understand that, but when I was a kid,
it didn't stop us. It didn't stop us.
Right. I remember when I was in school, there would maybe be one or two kids that it was against their religion, and so they would step out or not come to school that day, whatever it was. But the rest of us, we would dress up. We would watch Halloween cartoons. We would do a parade around the block. It was the funnest thing.
Yes, it was. Sherry says she ate so many Kraft caramels one Halloween and she got sick. Annie says it was so great to see you again. Yeah. But what was your favorite candy bar?
Oh, man. You know, it wasn't the candy. It was Garbage Pail Kids for me.
Okay.
The Garbage Pail Kids are a sticker from the 80s that... Does anyone out there remember the Garbage Pail Kids? They were collector's cards. We would have a couple houses that would pass those out sometimes, and I would buy those. And also probably the lips, you know, the vampire lips and stuff.
Oh, yeah. The wax. Yeah. Kevin says, remember Fun Dip? I do remember Fun Dip. Kurt says, I can't wait till they make some virtual trick or treat or something. We know it's probably coming. I wish the world was safer and the people pushed kids outside and didn't reward them for staying in. Annie says, Milky Way. I agree with you, Kurt, 100%. Heidi remembers the Garbage Pal Kids, the wax lips.
Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids. I would love to get my hands on some of those again.
Andy says, you are so young. Kevin got it right. You know, Kevin got it right. He said peanut butter cups. Oh, my God, yes. That was my favorite.
Reese's Pieces was my favorite.
Oh, my God, were they the best. Oh. Every now and then, I'll treat myself. If I'm having a bad day at work, I'll buy some Reese's peanut butter cups.
I had a dog named after that too, Reese.
Yeah. Okay, and I don't know. My favorite, well, honestly, was the Reese's peanut butter cups, and also like Three Musketeers myself. You know, I really enjoyed them. But you know, back then, sweetie, we got big candy bars.
Mm-hmm.
We get those damn small ones that we have now. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's what made the bag so damn heavy was because of the size of the candy bars that we got there.
There was one or two houses that would pass out rolls of nickels and pennies too.
Our next door neighbor used to pass out dimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody got 7 or 8 dimes, which I thought was pretty cool. Heidi says white chocolate pumpkin Reese's. Ooh, that is gross. It has pumpkin in it. Ooh, gross. Now, you know on my show, guys, ladies and gents, pumpkin and pumpkin spice is not allowed on my show because it's the grossest tasting thing in the world. Annie says, need to go. I'll bring you some candy next time. Kurt says, I remember, you know what, Kurt? It was crazy. He said he missed the cigars that were gum. The Mickey D coupons too. Yeah, I remember those. But you know what, Kurt? Back then when my son was born, I didn't pass out, real cigars. I passed out the the gum cigars. But back then everything was fun, I enjoyed myself. Did you have any type of tradition? And what I mean by tradition, in my family, my mom would buy pizza and we'd have pizza around 4:00 in the afternoon. Okay. And then at 6:00 we would go out trick or treating.
So I would go to my cousin's after school, and I don't know what we ate for dinner. I don't remember, but for years I would go directly to their house up in Monroeville. I would spend the night there in the weekend, and we would hit different, because back then you would trick or treat. Each neighborhood had a different day, it seemed like, and it would start like a few days before Halloween. So we would hit different neighborhoods even just for the fun of it.
Hey, we still do that today because I live in Dormont, and my gosh, everybody comes from all over the place and parks their car in Dormont, and they pass out. They go around collecting candy. So Heidi says, I still love Fun Dip and Pop Rocks. She says Kool-Aid makes the best Pop Rocks. What did my brother say? Oh, yeah, of course. I love pumpkin spice lattes. That's my brother, of course. Yeah, but that's okay. If my brother loves it, then that's great. But not me, man. Everything is so damn pumpkin. Pumpkin this, pumpkin that.
It's good. You don't know what you're missing.
Is it? I remember the Pop Rocks. Do you remember the Pop Rocks?
I do. When I was really young, the first time my cousin actually put them on my tongue and I cried because they were popping.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man.
He was always doing stuff like that to me.
As you got like
my first movie was E.T. And I think that might have come out around Halloween too, now that I think about it. I don't remember.
Okay.
But I cried in the theater. I think I was just a little too young for it.
Okay. Were you big into the like Jason's and Michael Myers and all them slasher flicks?
No. I do watch Halloween though. The Halloween series. I watch those at least once a year.
Okay. I look and I watch one every now and then and I'm thinking, oh my God, I got scared back then watching these movies. They're like so dumb. Once you hear the music, it's all over. Something's going to be slashed out. But Don't Whistle at Night, pumpkin is good for the soul, not my soul. Not my soul. The bubble gum, Kevin says, with the comic strip papering. Yeah,
it was yellow or orange. Remember those? Was it?
Yes.
What was the name of that gum?
Oh,
I remember those too.
Kurt says, does anyone still like Zagnut bars? I do. I think those are one of the first candy bars I ever had. My dad loves them. Bazooka candy. Oh, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, CL, Zagnut's and Clark bars were both invented here in Pittsburgh. Was it Zagnut's and Clark bars? I know Clark bars were. Clark bars were big, you know. But I don't know. I had a lot of fun during
I
my
had a
Halloween.
blast. And it just feels like everything's so censored now.
Yeah, but I do remember you said on that Sunday where you said you had a problem with trunk or treaters. Trunk
I
or
don't have a
treat.
problem with trunk or treaters. I just feel like it's the easy way out. Now everybody just goes to the parking lot and that's it.
Well, see, to me, it just the ones that that I have noticed, okay, are good for kids who are 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah,
You
and
know what
that's
I mean?
yeah.
And to me, that's what I think it's good for. But once you start getting older kids and teenagers, then it's not right. But I really do believe it is very good for little kids.
Yeah, that's
I,
true. I
uh,
never really thought about that.
mhm. Sally says, I used to live up the street from someone whose daughter worked at the Clark Bar factory and she had a freezer full. Oh, wow. So, Pittsburgh's Pittsburgh, man. It's so nostalgic. We have um, our own vocabulary. We have our own dialect. We have our own words. I mean, we're good people. Do you still catch yourself talking Pittsburgh?
I do. There's a lot of little things that I'll say, like buggy. The
Yeah,
rest of the country
yeah.
doesn't say buggy. So I'll still say that. It just slips. Um, there's a couple other like chipped ham, stuff like that. You just
Yeah.
forget.
Hey, Batgirl, good to see you. Do you remember Jumbo?
I don't remember that.
That was Bologna, Jumbo.
I do miss Giant Eagle as a grocery store.
Oh, you do?
hmm
Okay. I used to work there for 20 some years. But I don't know, chip chopped ham, Slippy, you know? Or instead of cleaning the house, we read the house up.
Wash rags.
What? Wash. It's wash.
Wash, yeah.
Wash.
Rags. Whoopings. You're gonna get a whooping.
Those were the good times, man. Those were good times. We're from a beautiful city is where we're from.
But one thing
what's your-
about Monroeville, this is the other thing. So it seems like nowadays, only 1 or 2 houses on the street will actually get into Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
if you're lucky. Back when I was a kid in Monroeville, every single house was into it. Every single house.
Mm-hmm. That was the same way back here in Dormont. Everybody was in on it. And the darndest thing about Dormont was we had so many hills that you had to walk up. You know,
Yeah.
like 25 steps per house. It was crazy. You learned to cut through the houses so you didn't have to go all the way down and walk all the way back up.
Yeah, and then walk all the way back up the stairs.
Oh my God, it was the best training forever. I'm telling you. Sally trained herself to say y'all instead of yins. You remember
I had
yins?
to
You
do
ever
that
kid?
too. I did that too.
Did you really?
Because
Oh, well,
people were making fun of me. That stuff's not cool. Once you leave, once you leave
Well, you know
Pittsburgh,
what?
it's not.
well, no,
Kosher
the hell
anymore.
with them. The hell with them. You be proud and stand up being a Pittsburgh girl. You know what I mean? Yes, every now and then I catch myself saying it. I say it a lot. Okay. And people look at me like I'm funny. I remember when I was in the Navy, I was down in South Carolina and I went to a diner. Okay. And I asked for French fries. And they said, do you want ketchup with that? And I said, no. Put some brown gravy on top of that. Oh my God. You'd think they would bring out the holy water. It was terrible, man. They were like, from. So I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm up north. And you like brown gravy over your French fries? And said,
I eat my
do.
French fries like that still too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you know what I really miss? You know, there's one place I really miss, and that is in Kennywood Park. There used to be this stand called the Potato Sack. It was potato shack.
Potato Pat.
Yes, they had the best fries in the world.
With the best gravy in the world too.
Mm-hmm.
The Potato Patch in Kennywood. Yes, they were the best. Oh my God. Do you know what's crazy about Kennywood? I remember going there when I was young, and I thought that park was big and it was huge, you know? So, when my son was like 9 or 10, we went out there. And then come to find out, it's really not a big place. It really isn't a big place. Kurt says, grab the wash rag and wash it off, and then ingrained it in my head. That's right. Kurt says, I say yins all the time. I'm not Southern, so no y'all. I'm from PA. Too much to say y'all. Just smash it together. And that girl, that's my girl, that girl. She says, gravy and French fries. Yes, girl. Yes, gravy and French fries. Add cheese curds. You got yourself a Quebec poutine. Oh, really? I'm not really big into cheese curds. How about you?
You know, I only recently found out what that even is.
Yeah.
I never knew what that was. I took a trip to Chicago.
Yeah, or Wisconsin. Okay, we got to go. Thank you, everybody, for popping in tonight and listening to Into the Night. Don't forget, Don Yazzie and Don't Whistle at Night podcast is right after mine. And then Tuesday, you have my other. And Tuesday night, this Tuesday coming up, I'll tell you the whole deal, what's going on with me. And and we'll see you Tuesday night.
Yeah, and Tuesday, everyone remember, Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, we're all going to stop for about 5 minutes and do a prayer for Sean.
I appreciate that, everybody. I really do. And then Tuesday night on the show, I will tell you what's happening, what's going on. So children, if you can, please go to your parents, give them a hug and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children, give them a hug and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents and if you have no children, find someone, give them a hug and tell them that you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And on that note, good night, everybody. Thank you, CL, for being on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you Tuesday.